What's up, guys? Back in the series Sabrina Teenage Witch Season 3, Episode 16, Sabrina the Matchmaker. Okay, so this episode starts off with Sabrina writing a violence or roses of red, roses of red, violence of blue. You smell like goo, and it's like, yeah, and like Libby would like that because Libby's awful. So Libby's actually in this episode, but that's like, and then Hilda comes down. She's like, "Hey, I got a new boyfriend. His name is. I like that she likes this guy named Carlton, and yeah, and yeah. So Cupid comes in with a raging letter saying that Sabrina, since in episode 14, she tried to interfere with the love of Principal Kraft and Zelda. Zelda told him this. Now she has to make two people fall in love, or she'll get sent to a place with garbage people, murderers, and all that stuff. So basically, she's like, she can't have that. So then she gets so so yeah so so yeah so 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 yeah so Harvey's like, hey, let's hang out for Valentine's Day, and she's trying to pick out who she wants to date. So she's like, so later she's called Valerie, and she's like, hey Valerie, why don't you break up with that guy Austin so then you can date him again? Me and Harvey do it all the time. So yeah, so then she gets called from Marigold, saying that she's coming over, and then Marigold comes over with her daughter Allie and Amanda. But Amanda isn't actually that, awful in this episode. She's actually pretty tolerable in this episode, so I shouldn't do my Amanda thing because she isn't that awful in this episode. So basically, she's tolerable. So yeah, so Marigold comes with her daughter Allie, who basically doesn't like the mortal world and says that, yeah, it's nothing. So basically, and even Amanda, so yeah, so Amanda and Allie decide to play a prank by filling Sabrina's bathroom with water, and and then and then sorry, and then and then a water guy comes and a water fixer guy comes named Emil, and basically and, and basically and basically Marigold falls for him, and Sabrina's like, hey, maybe this is my time, like maybe this, like maybe these two will fall in love, and basically Amanda even makes a comment saying, hey, you don't, and then hey, aren't you, and then do what Marigold does, she knocks up Amanda on the ground, and basically, Allie's like a troublemaker, and even Emil has a son who's a troublemaker, and basically, they're about to turn him into like a salamander because they're like, hey, can we turn him into a salamander? And Sabrina's like, no, you can't. And he throws something at her, and she's like, hey, a big salamander before Marigold comes in, and that's how it happens. And as I said, Marigold throws Amanda on the ground as Amanda's about to say something, and saying how she has a sick day or something, I don't know. She didn't get to finish her thing. So, because, she's in love with this guy. But Amanda and Allie, they aren't having any of this, and basically hatch a plan to sabotage the date, which, they actually have a plan to sabotage it. And, and they combine their magic to, they combine their magic to, build, one magical thing to combine the magic so they can both use magic, and basically, And now let's go into I'm still going to talk about that story, but let's go to the Salem the cat story. Salem the cat wants to grow hair now because and basically he has long hair, but so Hilda and Zelda, they, as I said, Hilda has a date named Carlton, who is an exact replica or is similar to Vice Principal Kraft, which I don't know why Zelda, doesn't mention anything. I guess she just doesn't see it. And the same guy who plays Principal Kraft, Martin Mull, played this guy, played Mr. Kraft, other double guy, and basically, yeah. So as I said, Amanda and Allie tried, like, Marigold's daughters, Amanda and Allie tried, like, cause, like, chaos by flaming, flaming, flaming his, like, putting fire on his chair, and basically turn Harvey into a dog. Which, no, they actually turned him into an actual dog. And they're saying, hey, his name isn't Harvey anymore. We called him, like, something. Like, I forget the name. But anyway. So yeah. So yeah. So Sabrina, like, just, like, juggle this. Just juggle. Stopping Amanda and Allie from winning the state. And helping Marigold successfully, like, successful with this date. And yeah. So yeah. So back at the dinner, so Carlton and Vice Principal Kraft, almost called Principal Kraft, Vice Principal Kraft get into a big fight that lands them both in prison. And Hilda comes home mad, but Zelda comes home, like, pretty happy for some reason. And Sabrina was actually able to get, yeah. So Marigold does tell Emil that she's a witch. He walks out. Harvey turned back normal. But yeah. But he does realize that he does have crazy or not. He's like, do you have witch powers? And she's like, nah. And they kiss. And Sabrina's like, and then Cupid, like, creates a firing arrow. Probably thinking that she'd done the job that she needed to do. She never reads it, but she's like, yeah, I did it. And basically, yeah, there's also a scene where we never see Amanda. Actually, we do see Amanda after this episode, because she appears more. But during this episode, we never see her again, because Sabrina, her last scene in this episode is Sabrina magically disappears. She's on this, like, swing set, and Sabrina, like, magically disappears and flings her across the room. That's her last time. And I was thinking, ooh, wow. I wasn't laughing, but I was like, ooh, that shouldn't have happened. As I said, Amanda she was tolerable. She wasn't like, I wasn't like, oh, Amanda, she's awful. I was like, she's pretty, tolerable. She's, tolerable. She's like, she's okay. She's not, like, bad or anything like her previous episodes. She's okay. And I'm glad the Marigold got that guy, because I was rooting for them. And yeah, Principal Kraft and Carlton looking is pure coincidence. So like, comment, subscribe, because have a wonderful night, wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you next Sabrina Teenage Witch.